What's up, everyone? I'm Father Eric Bolick. I am the assistant here at St. Pius X in Rock Island, Illinois. Right now I am in the rectory. I call it the foyer. I don't necessarily know what it's technically called, but the foyer of the rectory. And on our fireplace mantle we have a headstone of St. Pius X. Today the church celebrates the feast day of St. Pius X because it is our parish feast day. It's actually not a feast day, it's a memorial. But because it's our parish saint, our patronal saint, it gets elevated to a feast for us, and today we get to feast. St. Pius X was a pope in the early 1900s. He was elected in 1903, died in 1914. One of the things that he was most well known for was his battle with modernism. Modernism really is a precursor for relativism. Modernism says that, deals largely with religions, that all religions are equal. But if we think of any specific religion, whether it's Christian or not, right, every religion claims to be the religion. So to say that modernism is true is to say that every religion ultimately is wrong, right, because every religion claims to be the religion. It was obviously a precursor up to relativism, that you know, all truths are equal and all truths are true, and if it's your truth it's true, and if it's my truth it's true, but our truths can be contradictory, right? So that is leading ultimately to relativism. So Pope Pius X fought modernism. We could argue and debate whether he was successful in it, but nonetheless he battled modernism. All right, so we have to, in order to truly fight modernism, we have to be able to say what is real and what is not, what is true and what is not true. So I'd say one of the great debates that goes on just in our own area, right, is who has the best Quad City style pizza, right? One has to be true and one has to not be true, right? There has to be solemnly one pizza in our area that actually is the best. Even though today we celebrate the great feast day of St. Pius X, it doesn't mean that I'm necessarily filming on his feast day, August 21st. This is actually a couple days earlier. Yesterday, I tried to film a video with some parishioners and Monsignor of us trying the various types of pizzas in the area and then seeing which one we thought was the best. And more camera problems. It didn't work. And there was a fan out in the background that I didn't know was going on, anyway, all the film was scrapped because it wouldn't have translated very well. Yet again, enduring inconveniences. So today, instead of going around and getting different pizzas, I thought I might myself try to make the best Quad City style pizza. So I've assembled all the ingredients for a supreme and delicious Quad City style pizza, and I thought we might actually make that today. Why might I make a pizza on the feast day of St. Pius X? Right, on feast days we're meant to feast. We're meant to truly have some you know, great celebration that day. Obviously it's not the actual feast day that I'm filming this, but this is probably what I'll make on that day just to truly celebrate. It's a Friday, so I will be eating meat just because it's a feast day, not because it's Friday. So I thought I might, for the celebration, try to make the best of Quad City style pizza, and I'll let you be the judge if I've done it right, if I use the right stuff, and we can go from there. So we'll head on to the kitchen where I've got everything already out and ready to go, and the critique can begin. So let's begin. So here we are in the St. Pius X kitchen, making a great feast for the feast day of St. Pius X. So I'll go ahead and first spray down this pan, put my pre-made pizza crust on there that's been thawing out. Need to grab a spoon. Just like this. I'll go ahead and put pepperoni in there. I don't actually know if there's an official Quad City style protein that you would put on the pizza, but I'm going to go with pepperoni because it's my favorite stuff to have on a pizza. So the pepperoni is now spread out. Oh, I'm going to put a couple of some peppers on there just because I like spicy pizza. And lastly, I'll put the cheese on there. Now, that took just a few minutes. It's going to be delicious. I've had the oven preheating at 375 degrees. We'll put it in there for about 8 minutes, and then we'll be ready to feast. As we wait, I thought we might talk a little bit more about St. Pius X. St. Pius X, actually, the phrase, if you've ever heard of it's called active participation. That's a phrase that was coined, that became popular in the Second Vatican Council. That was actually a phrase that Pius X started to use, trying to get the lay faithful who were present at Mass to have more of an activity at Mass. With that in mind, I hope that as we celebrate the parish feast day today, that you also actively participate in that. Right? I hope that you make your favorite dish or your favorite meal or be with your favorite people or favorite drink or whatever. Let us continue to really claim this day as a great feast for us, and be unwilling to relent in our desire to really make it a powerful day. We are now just a few seconds away from pulling the pizza out and trying it. Again, whatever your favorite food is on today, I hope that you get to eat some. I'm trying to make some Quad City style pizza. I'm sure if I've done anything wrong so far, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. I'm going to see if I can cut it up the right way, just so it can taste as much like Quad City style pizza as possible. Feel free to comment below what your favorite food is, what your favorite Quad Cities famous food is. If you also want to see any other food videos of me trying to make or eat any specific type of Quad City style food, please feel free to comment below. So here it is before I cut it. Looks pretty good. It was not long after Pius's death that people began to speak of just his piety and holiness and strive for holiness, and so the cause for him, at least in the thought in people's minds of him being canonized, actually began pretty quickly after his death. Because we're all called to be saints, right? We can ask, what are people going to comment about our lives after we die, right? Some of the first things they said about Pius X was his faithfulness, was his holiness, his kindness. As we celebrate his feast day, even just asking, yeah, how are people going to talk about me, after my death? What are people going to comment on me as the most common character trait that I had? This is a little bit of the cooled pizza. I don't know how well you can see it. In the strips, as it has to be, as I understand. I'm not just saying that. It's really good. I love pizza, but it's pretty good. Well, now you know how I'm going to feast for dinner on the feast day of St. Pius X. Hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're willing to comment in the comment section below, to also subscribe to the channel. I hope to continue to make good content for you. Continue to try to be saints, right? We have a great patronal saint for our parish, and he's constantly encouraging us to strive for greatness, to actively participate in salvation history, to actively participate in the life that God is calling us to be. Know of my prayers for you, and happy feast day.